Anderson? What are you doing here? I didn't send...
Justice has come. Welcome back to Mass Effect. It's time to kick it off in high gear, punching Udine in the face, flying off to save the galaxy on our route to Ilos. Also, when somebody steals a stealth ship, it's a little tricky to track them down. Okay, now I can pretty much do whatever I want. I probably can't go back to the Citadel. Though I've never tried. Let's go say hi to Joker. I feel as though Joker gets a very, very small role in Mass Effect 1. And then, after Mass Effect 1, Bioware realizes how awesome Joker is.
Aw, damn it, no sign of pursuit? I was hoping the Council would send some ships after us. I was looking forward to putting the Normandy through her paces. Figured I'd get to see what this ship can really do.
Saren's still out there. Maybe we'll get a chance to play hide-and-seek with Sovereign.
You know, it doesn't seem like much fun when you say it, Commander. So you need something?
Yeah, let's get a ship status report.
Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet, if you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
I have to go.
Alright, see ya.
Alright, whatever. I'll just be up here, piloting the ship, maintaining my huge ego as best as I can. While you're not talking to Navigator Presley at all. I believe he dies at the beginning of Mass Effect 2. So, whatever. Alright. Let's find our way over to Ilos. In the Pangea Expanse.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Commander, I'm glad you're in the area. We've got an emergency situation, and you're the only one who's to get the job done.
Alright, what do you want?
Biotic fanatics have hit a medical research station with a psychotropic drug. The drugs have temporarily driven researchers crazy, and the biotics are effectively using them as human shields.
I'll do everything within my power to bring those researchers back safely, Admiral.
I know you will, Commander. I'm sending you the station coordinates now. Fifth Fleet out.
I thought I was done with side missions, and then they pulled me back in. Alright, let's see where the hell this side mission is. Go to the medical base on Shohei in Ko, located in the Kaka system of the Hades Gamma cluster, and avoid civilian casualties. So, Commander, I know you've just escaped Alliance space, Citadel space to be more specific, through relatively treasonous manner. Even though I suppose the Citadel, the Council basically said, hey, you can do whatever you want. Except that. And they probably won't like the fact that you just ran off with their super expensive ship, which they didn't actually fund themselves. They just locked it down because... reasons? Actually, like, the whole status of a Spectre and the sudden appearance of red tape is a little bit flimsy. Like, they're supposed to do whatever...
Redeploying.
They're supposed to do what the council can't. But at the same time, the council's like... Close to the transmitter, your comms pick up a recording of a wistful string quartet. You power the system down. Whoever lived here, they haven't been back for some time. The crates are covered with Kohei's chalky dust, and the status lights of the shack indicate its atmosphere ran out long ago. It looks like someone has been living in this place. This small crate held some stale food and one of matriarch Dylan Naga's writing. It's still in fairly good condition, unlike the food. So yeah, it's like the idea that a Spectre has free reign up until the point in which a Spectre no longer has free reign. So, that's a little odd. A little convenient, to say the least. I mean, really, Commander Shepard doesn't really need to announce what they plan to do to the Council. They could just say, hey, I'm going to... You're right, I shouldn't go after that base in the Terminus systems. I'm going to just go around and do those side missions that I was doing before. It's exactly what I'm going to do. And I'm going to be in this stealth ship that you cannot detect. So you won't really be able to tell where I'm going. But I promise you, I will definitely go do that. Because what's the point of having a Spectre if you're just going to lock them down? Oh well. At the moment, we've got some biotics to take care of in a very, very
I'm on my way.
recognizable pillbox-looking base of some kind. Take down the terrorists, but remember to check your targets. The civilians are so addled by the drug, they'll wander right into the middle of a firefight. Alright. I will save my game, and I will hope for the best. With any luck, my superpowered shotgun will enable myself to take down everybody and not have to worry about any collateral damage whatsoever. Oh, hold on. For some reason, I have my pistol selected. And Tally has machine guns selected.
Look out!
Okay.
I will destroy you.
I will destroy you!
Thank you for letting me stand for just a moment. Alright. We killed 2 researchers. That's fairly acceptable.
I will destroy you! I will destroy you!
Civilian losses were tolerable. Evolution of humanity, huh? Those biotics didn't seem that different from the other scum you deal with.
Perimeter secure.
Insane scientist. Look at the way she's walking. She's clearly walking like a crazy person.
Bubbles, bubbles, but when I touch them, I pop. Too much spitting.
Okay.
Bubbles,
Okay, she has nothing interesting to say.
touch them, I pop. Too much spitting.
I can't even walk away from her easy enough. Alright, let's get out of here and head over to Ilos.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Good work, Commander. You took down the biotics with minimal collateral damage.
I'm sorry we lost some of the researchers, Admiral. The biotics knew what they were doing.
Nobody could have gotten out of there with fewer innocent lives lost.
You're right. That's the most true statement I've ever heard.
Fifth Fleet out.
Truly, nobody could have accomplished that mission better than I did.
Shepard, may I speak with you?
I forget, is this where the... No, that's the next scene. That's the required Bioware sex scene. It's when they're from Ilos back to the Citadel.
I was just thinking about you.
Or
I've
now.
been thinking about you too, and what we are about to face. I do not know what is going to happen on Ilos. I hope we will stop Saren, of course, but part of me fears we are already too late. There is something I must tell you, in case we fail.
We're not going to fail. I promise.
Please, I am not looking for comfort. Saren might already have the conduit. It is time to be completely honest with each other.
I'm not looking for what your
These will be our
humans
last moments
call
together.
high
Our last
fives.
chance to show each other how we feel. I want this to be special.
Yeah, now's the sex scene. Excellent. Okay, so this got a lot of criticism, I want to say, when it was new. Although, the idea of, like, a romantic relationship between characters in video games is something that, even at, I guess even now, but especially at the time, is something you usually won't expect to happen. Especially for action games, especially for shooters. You're not going to expect to have, like, a romantic scene, let alone a sex scene. I would say the first Mass Effect game probably had the most, what's the right word that I want to think of? Explicit. The most explicit sex scenes. As the games kind of progressed on, I like when you go from Mass Effect 1 to Mass Effect 3, there's when you follow the romance between her and Samantha, Commander Shepard and Samantha Trainer, it basically just cuts to them in the shower with their underwear on. And then when you get to Dragon Age Inquisition, I fondly remember pursuing Sarah in the game, and the big romantic scene was they're like, yeah, let's bang. And your character's like, yeah, that sounds like a great idea. And then it just kind of like fades to black, and then it cuts to your character just standing in her bedroom with her clothes on. Sarah's gone, wherever. That's all you get. I thought you wanted to wait until we got married, space married.
You don't have to do this. Not unless you're sure.
I have never been more sure of anything in my life. Will you join with me, Shepard? Let our bodies and minds unite.
Okay, so also the Asari get all their talk in regards to they're basically a race of super hot women. But then there's the whole mind melding thing, which kind of tosses in a little bit of Demolition Man virtual sex going on there. Like, it's one thing to say that, hey, somebody looks hot. It's another thing to say, hey, having sex with them brings you onto another plane of existence.
Just tell me what to do.
I believe you need to embrace eternity. Shepard got her clothes on real quick, like.
Incredible, Shepard.
Ready for round 2?
Commander.
5 minutes ETA to the Mu relay.
5 minutes is enough.
Oh, duty calls. You would not want to keep Joker waiting. Shepard, whatever happens on Ilos, I just wanted to say thank you for everything.
Now, Liara's arc is kind of strange for here, because after this game, she disappears in part 2. And then when she reappears in part 3, she becomes the Shadow Broker. But she basically removes herself, or should I say she gets removed, as a possible romantic option in any subsequent Mass Effect games.
Commander? We've got company.
Have their sensors picked us up yet?
Well, stealth systems are engaged. Unless we get close enough for a visual, they won't have any idea we're here.
Picking up some
Then
strange
don't
readings
get
from
close
the
enough for a visual.
Take us down, Joker. Lock in on the coordinates.
Negative on that, Commander. The nearest landing zone's 2 clicks away.
We'll never make it in time on foot. Get us something closer.
There is nowhere closer. I've looked.
Drop us in the Mako.
You need at least 100 meters of open terrain to pull off a drop like that. The most I can find near Saren is 20.
20 meters? We'll never get in close enough for a drop.
We have to try.
Find another landing zone.
There is no other landing zone.
The descent angle's too steep.
It's our only option.
It's not an option. It's a suicide run. We don't...
I can do it.
Joker,
I can do it.
gear up and head down to the Mako. Joker, drop us right on top of that bastard.
That is some sick architecture, by the way.
You two, keep moving. Inside, now.
Alas, just one step behind. But now I guess we gotta spend time unlocking
We
a
have to get
door.
inside this bunker before Saren finds the conduit. There is no way we're getting past that door with brute force.
Saren found some way to open it. There must be some kind of security override somewhere in this complex.
We will have to find some way to get it up and running again.
We won't get by through here with brute force, but I bought that Xbox game for that purpose alone. Also, like, it's too bad these aren't actual designs for aliens you interact with in the game. Oh, sorry. It appears that I should be paying attention to the bad guys who are fighting against us. You know, sometimes I forget there's a cover-based mechanic in this game, only because it only works on very specific walls. Alright, there's somebody over in this direction, I guess? Now there's nobody. Oh, Tally's dead. I should probably just use Carnage on this guy. And let's bring Tally back to life. Excellent. I was just bringing her back to life for shits and giggles, but apparently her hacking ability is awesome. And there's a guy kind of standing off to the side. He just didn't want to participate in the main fight, I guess. He just wanted to go about his own way. Make his own choices in life. And eventually death. Also, this place is very overgrown. Like, there's clearly technology that still exists here. But it seems like it's unresearched. Like, this seems like the kind of place that, like the place that people who are interested in the Protheans would probably spend most of their time. But at the same time, this place seems abandoned. Now, the question then becomes, in theory, you could say that, like, was this place at some point in time frequently scoured by Prothean enthusiasts? So in theory, at some point in time, like, this could have been the hotbed of Prothean activity. Like, because this place probably was known before humans showed up in the system, which I believe has only been for a good, like, couple dozen years. So, is this where I'm supposed to go? There's an elevator I'm supposed to ride. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of like cut to whenever I find this elevator. Okay, I always do this whenever I play this game, is whenever I'm walking down this corridor here, I never look to the right. I never notice that there's a path going in this direction, and then I spend way too long running in circles. But here I am, finally back on the right path. Bees flying around? I guess there might be bees on this planet. The music is kind of diminished, so nope, no, it's coming back. As there are more bad guys in the distance. Although I've already fought two of the Geth, like, armature guys, so... Oh, snap. Alright, take him out, and then you... then you... Oh yeah, check out those destructible boxes. I sometimes forget about that too, because they're kind of only used so often. Okay. I'll stay on the right side. The right side is the right place to go. Does this go anywhere? A door to nowhere. Truly, such mystery. Oh. Alright, that's done. And of course, an elevator. Because when you're traveling from planet to planet, exploring cultures unknown, there will always be a elevator that travels kind of on an angle. Not down, not up.
Still has power. It must be running off its own generator.
This must be the command center for the entire complex. Saren's troops must have sealed the doors from here after he went inside. We will have to figure out how to disengage the security lockdown if we ever want to get inside that bunker.
And we go to the right. Probably should save my game every once in a while. Oh yeah, and then there's this big arena over here.
Hostile spotted.
Alright. Okay. That went well enough. And by well enough, I mean I'm not dead yet. That is my entire basis for success. Really, that's my entire basis for success in any video game I play. Did it work? Then it's good enough. I forget if these guys actually help me out in battle or something. Or whether I'm able to climb up to the top here into the security room. And then they'll provide some degree of backup.
Come, Saren already has a head start. We have to go find him before he reaches the conduit.
Unless he's already found it. Then we're just walking into a trap.
That is a chance we will have to take.
Hold on. Something's happening.
Too late. Unable to... Invading fleets. No escape.
Sounds like some kind of message, but I don't recognize the language.
It is probably in Prothean. This recording must be 50,000 years old. No wonder we cannot understand it.
Except, we already know that Shepard has had the culture of the Protheans kind of inscribed into her mind. I forgot about that part, because when, I was pretty sure that never actually showed up again, but I'm delighted to be wrong. What do you
The message is
mean?
all broken up, but I recognize some of the words. It's a warning against the Reaper invasion.
Of course. Between the beacons and the cipher, an understanding of the Prothean language would have been transferred into your mind.
Not safe. Seek refuge. Inside the archives.
What's it saying? Can you make out anything useful?
Fought Reapers. The Citadel. Overwhelmed. Only hope.
Act of desperation. The conduit. All is lost.
It said something about the conduit, but it's too degraded to help. We should go.
Cannot be stopped. Cannot be stopped.
Alright. Anything up here? Absolutely nothing. Alright. Let's go back down, head out the elevator, and move along. It appears that I've activated... Actually, how do you get to the elevator? I've activated... It appears also that the music has decided to die down for no particularly good reason. Maybe the music realizes I have no idea where I'm going, and is thusly and just dropped out to match my set of qualifications. Ah, there we go. I'll eventually find the path, given enough time and patience. And if you believe in dreams and such, truly anything is possible. And I believe this takes me back up to that first section, which makes for a nice loop. So I don't have to hoof it all the way back. Most likely there's probably going to be some combat section, as you'd expect. Yep, north. Or there's nothing. And I just happily walk freely back to my car. I'm okay with that too, really.
Who votes we take the vehicle into the creepy underground bunker?
Good idea. The firepower will come in handy.
I never dreamed I would actually find Ilos.
Oh, I guess I take it back. They didn't know where it was.
Study all of this.
They knew of it, but they didn't know where it was. That it was just kind of an extension of the Mu relay. And I guess I would imagine...
spent my life studying the Protheans, but I never dreamed I would discover anything like this. This bunker might have been the last refuge of their entire species. Just imagine what mysteries it might hold. Imagine what secrets it might reveal.
Please, try to remember why we're here. Saren, the conduit, the fate of the entire known galaxy.
I am sorry. I was swept up in the moment. I just hope we have the opportunity to study this place in detail after this is done.
I thought Saren would have set some kind of trap or ambush for us. They must have been in too much of a... What are all those things on the wall? Some kind of containers?
They look like stasis pods. The Protheans probably tried to keep themselves alive through cryogenic freezing. Something must have gone wrong. This bunker became their...
I guess they expected you to stop and not move for some reason. Ah, damn it. Now that I'm getting shot at. So yeah, I would imagine, like, the relays connect you to different worlds. But if you don't know what's on the other side of the relay, it would be very dangerous and probably against your best interests to just kind of randomly fly around the galaxy. So that might be reason why they never found Ilos. Or at the very least, they never found reason to find Ilos. Because they're also kind of considering what is the cost of your expedition versus what your profit is going to be when you get out of it.
What is happening?
It's a trap! Saren must have set an ambush!
I do not think Saren is behind this.
He is not. Let's go find the person who is behind this. It says open elevator instead of use elevator, as if they only had one option to... Okay, you're on this alien world, but still in an elevator.
Studied the Protheans for decades, but I have never felt this sense of foreboding. What will we find down there?
You still need to follow elevator etiquette.
If this were simply an automated trap, Saturn would have triggered it as well.
You are not Prothean, but you are not machine either. This eventuality was one of many that was anticipated. This is why we sent our warning through the beacons.
Looks like some kind of VI program. Pretty badly damaged.
I do not sense the taint of indoctrination upon any of you, unlike the other that passed recently. Perhaps there is still hope.
This is incredible. An actual Prothean VI, and I can understand it.
I have been monitoring your communications since you arrived at this facility. I have translated my output into a format you will comprehend.
That's very convenient.
My name is Vigil. You are safe here for the moment, but that is likely to change. Soon, nowhere will be safe.
Are you some kind of artificial intelligence program?
I am an advanced non-organic analysis system, with personality imprints from Kesad Aishan, Chief Overseer of the Ilos Research Facility.
Why did you bring me here?
You must break a cycle that has continued for millions of years. But to stop it, you must understand, or you will make the same mistakes we did. The Citadel is the heart of your civilization and the seat of government, as it was with us, and as it has been with every civilization that came before us. But the Citadel is a trap. The station is actually an enormous mass relay, one that links to dark space, the empty void beyond the galaxy's horizon. When the Citadel relay is activated, the Reapers will pour through, and all you know will be destroyed.
Now, assuming there comes a point in which I ended up playing through Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 3, I believe there was supposed to be a subplot involving dark space that didn't quite make it into the sequels. And that's something I'm going to have to research first. But at the moment, I believe, like, this game, and I believe next game, in Mass Effect 2, dark space gets mentioned again. But in Mass Effect 3, it gets dropped, so... Until I research it, Yeah, let's,
How do Reapers survive out in dark space?
Let's listen to that.
We have only theories. The researchers here came to believe the Reapers enter prolonged states of inactivity to conserve energy. This allows them to survive the thousands and thousands of years it takes for organic civilization to rebuild itself. But in this state, they are vulnerable. By retreating beyond the edges of the galaxy, they ensure no one will accidentally discover them. They keep their existence hidden until the Citadel relay is activated.
That's an issue that I have with Mass Effect 3. If they keep their existence hidden until the Citadel relay is activated, and if the Citadel relay is not activated, then why do they all show up at the beginning of Mass Effect 3? It kind of feels like they just kind of fast forwarded to the crisis. They didn't want to worry about having to build that story up anymore, so they just skipped to the big punch.
The Reapers are careful to keep the greatest secrets of the Citadel hidden. That is why they created a species of seemingly benign organic caretakers. The Keepers maintain the station's most basic functions. They enable any species that discovers the Citadel to use it without fully understanding the technology. Reliance on the Keepers ensures no other species will ever discover the Citadel's true nature. Not until the relay is activated, and the Reapers invade.
Because as long as people just use the technology that they find, they don't bother asking how it works. They just use it. Everything is built on a foundation that it works, that it functions.
If he turns on the relay, the Reapers can wipe out the Council and the Citadel fleet in one fell swoop.
That was our fate. Our leaders were dead before we even realized we were under attack. The Reapers seized control of the Citadel, and through it, the mass relays. Communication and transportation across our empire were crippled. Each star system was isolated, cut off from the others. Easy prey for the Reaper fleets. Over the next decades, the Reapers systematically obliterated our people. World by world, system by system, they methodically wiped us out.
Some of you must have managed to survive.
Through the Citadel, the Reapers had access to all our records, maps, census data. Information is power, and they knew everything about us. Their fleets advanced across every settled region of the galaxy. Some worlds were utterly destroyed. Others were conquered, their populations enslaved. These indoctrinated servants became sleeper agents under Reaper control. Taken in as refugees by other Protheans, they betrayed them to the machines. Within a few centuries, the Reapers had killed or enslaved every Prothean in the galaxy. They were relentless, brutal, and absolutely thorough.
Here's a question. If you were part of a group of people, of a race of people who was going to be just killed off entirely, would you want it to do it in one fell swoop, or take a very long period of time, but inevitably all of you will die? Why did the Reapers leave?
Where did the Reapers go after they conquered your people?
Our worlds were stripped bare, harvested by the indoctrinated slaves. Everything of value, all resources, all technology was taken. Certain that all advanced organic life had been extinguished, the Reapers retreated back through the Citadel relay into dark space, sealing it behind them. All evidence of the Reaper invasion had been wiped away. Only their indoctrinated slaves were left behind, abandoned. Mindless husks, no longer capable of independent thought, the indoctrinated soon starved or died of exposure. The genocide of the Protheans was complete.
What do the Reapers get out of this? Why do they keep repeating this pattern of genocide over and over?
The Reapers are alien, unknowable. Perhaps they need slaves or resources. More likely they are driven by motives and goals organic beings cannot hope to comprehend. In the end, what does it matter? Your survival depends on stopping them, not in understanding them.
Too true.
You said you brought me here for a reason. Tell me what I need to do.
The conduit is the key. Before the Reapers attacked, we Protheans were on the cusp of unlocking
On the cusp.
behind mass relay technology. Ilos was a top-secret facility. Here, researchers worked to create a small-scale version of a mass relay, one that linked directly to the Citadel, the hub of the relay network.
The conduit is not a weapon. It is a backdoor onto the Citadel.
What happened next?
We severed all communication with the outside, and our facility went dark. The personnel retreated underground into these archives. To conserve resources, everyone was put into cryogenic stasis. I was programmed to monitor the facility and wake the staff when the danger had passed. But the genocide of an entire species is a long, slow process. Years passed, decades, centuries. The Reapers persisted, and my energy reserves were dwindling.
How did you survive?
I began to disable the life support of non-essential personnel. First support staff, then security. One by one, their pods were shut down to conserve energy. Eventually, only the stasis pods of the top scientists remained active. Even these were in danger of failing when the Reapers finally retreated back through the Citadel relay.
There were hundreds of stasis pods out there. You just shut them down? You killed them?
You were programmed to protect them, not kill them.
This outcome was not completely unforeseen. My actions were a result of contingency programming entered on my creation.
I bet they didn't tell the non-essential staff about this contingency.
I saved key personnel. When the Reapers retreated, the top researchers were still alive. My actions are the only reason any hope remains. When the researchers woke, they realized the Prothean species was doomed. There were only a dozen individuals left, far too few to sustain a viable population. Yet they vowed to find some
Well,
way to
unless
stop the
you
Reapers
were
from
okay with the
returning.
inbreeding.
A way to break the cycle forever. And they knew the Keepers were the key.
Aren't they under the influence of the Reapers?
The Keepers are controlled by the Citadel. Before each invasion, a signal is sent through the station compelling the Keepers to activate the Citadel relay. After decades of feverish study, the scientists discovered a way to alter this signal. Using the conduit, they gained access to the Citadel and made the modifications. This time, when Sovereign sent the signal to the Citadel, the Keepers ignored it. The Reapers are trapped in dark space.
So, okay, that goes back to my previous point. If the Reapers are trapped in dark space because the Keepers haven't been activated, why did they show up in Part 3?
Saren can use the conduit to bypass all the Citadel's external defenses.
Correct. And once inside, he can transfer control of the station to Sovereign. Sovereign will override the Citadel systems and manually open the relay, and the cycle of extinction will begin again.
Is there any way we can stop them?
There's a data file in my console. Take a copy when you go. When you reach the Citadel's master control unit, upload it to the station. It will corrupt the Citadel's security protocols and give you temporary control of the station. It might give you a chance against Sovereign.
Wait, where's the Citadel's master control unit? I've never heard of anything like that.
Well, especially considering that you don't know that it's already
He will lead you to your destination.
That you don't know didn't know it's a relay until now.
Saren's got enough of a head start. Grab that data file and let's go.
Shepard, are you sure? Who knows how much longer Vigil will be here? Even now the projection is weak. This might be our only chance to speak with it, our only link to the knowledge of the Protheans. It is the opportunity of a lifetime.
I'm sorry, Liara. We have to stop Saren. Nothing else matters.
You are right. I am sorry. My personal feelings clouded my judgment. We should go.
The one you call Saren has not reached the conduit. Not yet. There is still hope if you hurry.
But first, we must hop on board an elevator. Also, main menu music.
All their culture, all their advanced technology, and the Protheans were taken in by the Reapers just as we were. They failed.
Just like my people. But they also gave us a chance to save ourselves. We must hurry.
To be fair, a lot of other species failed before the Protheans, so they really shouldn't feel that bad. And I believe it's now just one straight shot to the end. One straight shot to the conduit. Oh. It's a sort of straight shot. It's filled with bendy and twisty passages, but it's not a maze per se. At the very least, I don't believe I actually have to leave this vehicle again. Sometimes it's hard to tell the distances, where something is in regards to being on the map. That was good. Truly the most action-packed battle. The Mako versus the Colossi. Oh, my controller batteries are low. And I'm back. Fully energized. Well, not with Energizer batteries, though. So I'm fully Duracell. Alas, I suppose this is one last hurrah for the Mako, so you can see just how awesome it is at decimating regular troops before you're back on foot for the rest of the game. Thankfully, though, the Mako is gone from Mass Effects 2 and 3. It comes back for Mass Effect Andromeda, and with it brings over plenty of open world problems, but the entire discussion of...
There, the conduit. It's incredible.
We don't have time to admire the view. We have to get through that relay, and these Geth aren't gonna make it easy on us.
We'll be alright. Also, the discussion on Mass Effect Andromeda and its flaws is... much bigger in scale, kind of like the size of this armada. Which is pretty awesome.
Abandon the Citadel! Evacuate the Council! Citadel Control! Citadel Control, do you copy?
Citadel Control is dead. Oh. 37 seconds. No time for games. Except for one game, and its title is Mass Effect, but still, less time. Also, I don't really have a acceleration, like a means to speed up. So I'm just gonna take whatever hits these guys toss at me, and with any luck, I will survive.
Critical failures detected across all monitored systems. Please begin emergency evacuation.
That's one way to make an entrance. But this is, I think, where I'm going to stop for the episode. Next time, we're going to talk to Avina and scale sideways across the elevator shaft of the Citadel. Make our way to fight Saren one last time. Thank you for watching. If you've still got the itch for more content, why not give one of those links a try? Got some questions or comments, you can comment down below or send it on over to itsoundedgoodonpaper@gmail.com. That's itsoundedgoodonpaper@gmail.com. In the meantime, so long, folks.